to video 3 of your pole to floor transition series, and today we're going to be looking at a twisted pole slide. So I adore this transition, however it can wreak havoc on the shoulders, so you have to make sure that you're strong enough and fully understand the twisted grip before you perform it. Proper warm-up is essential. Not only does it allow the blood to begin flowing to the necessary extremities, but by doing so it aids in injury prevention. Always ensure you are fully warmed up before attempting any pole work.
You'll notice in this particular warm-up the inclusion of dive bomber push-ups. These push-ups are meant to warm up and strengthen the rotator cuff in order to better help you perform your twisted grip.
So before you attempt this transition from the pole to the floor, ensure that you are already comfortable with a twisted grip hold. The twisted grip places the shoulder in an unnatural position, meaning that its risk for injury is a lot higher. So ensure that the arm that is being placed in twisted grip is strong enough to hold your body weight to begin with before trying to distort the shoulder. Personally, with this transition, I come into it from a front hook extended spin, and that looks like this. However, it's not necessary. That is just personal preference. You can come into this slide through a pirouette, a regular front hook, a boomerang, really anything that's going to allow you to rotate into the pole. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to teach it from that front hook. So let's look at the hand placement of twisted grip to begin with. So when I touch down from my front hook, my dominant hand will be high. Your dominant hand is going to stay high. What's going to happen is that you're going to roll your body through the pole. So when you're touching down, your secondary hand is going to come to the opposite side of the pole, and it's just going to help you turn. So it's sliding down and pushing your body into your underarm as if you were going to curtsy yourself. So when it does that, you want to take your wrist with your thumb pointing up and roll it down up the pole until your head is in front of the pole and your thumb touches, or your thumb is facing the ceiling again. So with the twisted grip, again, what you want to do is allow that hand to rotate up the pole, keeping the thumb facing the ceiling. What this is going to do is bring the pole to run down your shoulder blades or across the back of your neck. So placing your head behind the pole is going to internally rotate the shoulder and cause some injury. So ensure while you do this that your head stays in front of the pole and that you're able to keep the shoulder away from the ear by contracting the back muscles. The bottom hand in this spin is simply there for support. So during the beginning of the spin, it is there to help push your body into twisted grip, guiding your body to come in front of the pole. And then for the rest of the spin, it is going to be behind you and low just to keep your body away from the pole. So you don't have to actively be pushing away. You just want to hold it down below so that it still guides you through your spin. So let's look at how to get into the twisted grip before we slide down. To do that, you're going to start off with a front hook spin, which means your dominant hand is high and you are hooking the knee of the inside leg. Once you perform that spin, you are going to remove that same knee and touch it down. This is going to be the foot that you pivot on. So to perform my front hook, I hook my inside knee and touch that leg down as I draw a circle with the other leg to keep my momentum going. Once I have touched that foot down and I'm starting to draw my circle, this is where I'm going to come into my twisted grip. So my secondary hand will come down, I will bring myself in front of the pole and transfer the weight to my other foot as that right foot is now my momentum. So just ensure that while you perform your twisted grip, you are able to fully grab the pole and keep the shoulder away from the ear using the back muscles. So you're able to slightly pull with that arm, though it is in a different grip. So it's a bit tricky because there is a bit of a weight transfer. So if I'm going to do my front hook with my right leg and touch down on my right leg, I am then going to transfer the weight to my left. So if I complete my front hook and touch down with my right leg, I'm going to start my turn here. So notice my left leg more momentum. Performing the slide is the simple part of this spin. Do not perform your slide or remove your feet from the floor until you feel 100% comfortable that your hand is in position. What can happen if you drop all of your weight into a twisted grip is you can tear and injure the rotator cuff and the deltoids, which is what we don't want. So instead of aiming to go really fast in this spin, break it down section by section and really feel comfortable in that twisted grip. So once you're in twisted grip position, the weight will be on your left foot and you will use your right foot to give you your momentum. So that right foot is going to come and draw a nice big circle, which is going to open your body up, your chest away from the pole. From there, you want to remove your legs off of the floor and push them away from the pole wherever they touch down. That's just going to allow you to slide down. So drawing your circle, we're going to bring the legs up, place them down, and just slide them away from the pole as we release the bottom hand and land on our elbow. So once you're in that twisted position, your right foot will draw a circle, touch the feet down, pushing them away from the pole as you slide down, releasing the secondary hand so you land on your elbow and can come into your floor work. While you're spinning, ensure that the pole remains across your shoulder blades, a little bit on the neck, but overall that your head is in front of the pole and it doesn't leave there. So that's what the bottom hand is help doing, is you just want to ensure that throughout the spin, the pole is running down the back with your chest in front of it. I personally find this slide easier to perform in leg warmers because it does allow you to slide on the floor. Just remember that that slide is essentially a plank. So as we are pushing our feet away from the pole and releasing our grip so we slide down, our body should be in a plank position. You don't want to allow the hips to dip or flex and land in a cramped position because it can cause a bit more tension to the muscles. So putting that all together, we're going to perform our front hook spin, touch down on that right leg, circle around, switch our weight and our grip as we slide down. So the biggest problem with this spin is simply just getting into a twisted grip. Like I said, you do not want to rush lifting your legs off the floor. You really want to ensure that your grip is secure, you're not going to injure your shoulder, and that you fully feel comfortable in coming into the grip. So again, what you're doing is, if you're right hand dominant, your left hand is going to help guide you under your own arm, as if you're curtsying yourself, as you roll that hand onto the back of your hand, bring your head in front of the pole, and then roll it one more time so the fingers face the ceiling. This is your twisted grip. The other problem people have is their legs don't slide out. So what happens when they perform their slide is their feet touch and then they end up having their bum at the pole. So not only is this a bit more challenging, but it takes your hand out of a twisted grip and causes more strain on the shoulder because now you're far away from the pole. So you want to ensure that your bottom arm is helping you push your feet away. So if I was to come into my slide, my bottom arm is helping keep the pole on my shoulders and then sliding the legs down until I'm resting on my elbow, landing with the pole still running down my shoulder. Our left leg draws a circle for momentum. When that right leg the right is now up, and this is when you come into your twisted grip.
Conditioning exercises are a great way to increase your strength off of the pole, which in turn will improve your skills on the pole.
Negative chin-ups target the back and arm muscles. These are perfect to improve your transitions on the pole. Spider push-ups, a variation of a classic push-up that is not only more challenging, but strengthens through the hips and obliques as well. Single leg hip presses are a progression of the basic hip press that targets the low back, glutes, and hamstrings. This exercise trains unilaterally and is more challenging.
Planks are a great exercise to improve overall core strength on the pole.
Isometric chin-ups. To perform these, come into a chin-up position with your chin above the bar. Hold and lower halfway so that your arms are at a 90-degree angle, and hold again. If you need to split this in two, no problem. This exercise relates directly to pole holds as you are mimicking the movement. Side planks with abductions, a two-part movement that focuses on the obliques, shoulders, and the abductors. Perfect conditioning for any exercise where you must hold your legs out sideways.